Welcome back, everyone, to the Hoopssaga channel. Today, we're diving into episode 3 of solo leveling. Let's get right into it. Jin-Woo suddenly wakes up in a hospital bed, struggling to make sense of how he's still alive. His legs are intact, the stab wound in his chest has vanished. For a moment, he wonders if everything, the temple, the statues, the near-death experience, was just a nightmare. But before he can piece things together, two visitors enter his room. Officials from the Hunter Association's monitoring department. To his shock, they reveal that he has been in a coma for 3 full days following the disastrous dungeon raid. The aftermath was brutal. Chief Choi Jong-in lost an arm and was forced to retire. Hei Jin, suffering from severe psychological trauma, is also expected to leave the hunting life behind. In total, only 6 people survived the so-called double dungeon. When the White Tiger Guild, accompanied by an S-rank hunter, arrived at the scene, all they found was Jin-Woo, unconscious. No temple, no statues, nothing. The circumstances baffled the monitoring department, leading them to one theory: Jin-Woo might have undergone a second awakening. In the world of hunters, your power is supposed to be fixed the moment you awaken. But there are rare exceptions, those who break past their limits and rise to A rank or even S rank. Desperate to know if he's one of them, Jin-Woo places his hand on a magical power measuring device, hoping for a miracle. But the results crush him. His stats are even lower than the average E-rank hunter. So how did the weakest hunter survive? Why did the double dungeon vanish without a trace? Then something strange happens. A system panel appears before him, and only he can see it. Memories flood back. The voice asking if he was qualified to become a player. Shortly after, his younger sister, Jin-Ah, visits. She scolds him for his recklessness and begs him to value his life. She even threatens to quit school and start working if he keeps endangering himself. When Jin-Woo asks if she can see the mysterious panel, she looks at him with confusion, assuming the trauma has left him delusional. She leaves, heartbroken. Jin-Woo quickly realizes the panel isn't touch-sensitive, it's voice-activated. Hesitantly, he says, "Open mailbox." A notification confirms it. He has become a player. The system will now support his growth, but failure to follow its instructions will bring penalties. His daily quest appears. A set of strength training tasks. Push-ups, sit-ups, running. But still feeling weak, he decides to ignore it. Meanwhile, the head of the monitoring department reports to Chairman Go Gun-hee that Jin-Woo has not reawakened. Yet the mystery of his survival and the disappearing dungeon makes this an unprecedented case. The chairman orders a deeper investigation. At the Hunter Guild headquarters, one of South Korea's top 5, the guild master assigns Vice Master Cha Hae in the task of leading a B-rank raid. She needs to train new recruits and give them field experience. Though she doubts her teaching ability, the guild master reassures her. Her skills are more than enough. That evening, as citizens go about their routines, a gate suddenly materializes in the middle of a busy road, blocking traffic. People can only wait for hunters to arrive and clear it. Meanwhile, Jin-Woo's daily quest timer expires. The punishment is immediate. A violent tremor throws him to the ground. When he opens his eyes, he's in a vast desert. Behind him rises a grotesque, venomous desert centipede. His punishment: survive for 4 hours. Back at the hospital, nurses search for Jin-Woo, but he's gone. Unbeknownst to them, he's running for his life through an endless desert, and there's not just one centipede. There's an entire swarm. After 2 grueling hours, drenched in sweat and gasping for air, he keeps pushing. With only 10 seconds left, a centipede lunges at him. At the very last moment, the countdown hits 0. Jin-Woo is instantly transported back to his hospital room, lying on the floor, struggling to breathe. The next day, he's fully recovered and discharged. Jin-Ah brings flowers to visit, but overhears nurses whispering about his strange behavior. How, despite severe injuries, he was running every day, ignoring all attempts to stop him. Saddened, Jin-Ah leaves quietly, feeling that her brother has changed. She's broken, uncertain if she can continue as a hunter. 4 days have passed since his awakening. Each completed daily quest grants Jin-Woo 3 rewards: full recovery, instantly erasing fatigue. A tribute point, which he allocates to muscle strength, earning strange looks from passers-by as he talks to himself in the hospital courtyard. A random box, most days giving trivial items like pens or bandages. But this time, he gets something different. A key, a teleportation key to a dungeon instance, usable at exit gate 3 of the station. The news reports on gate activity like a weather forecast. Several new D-rank and C-rank gates, plus a B-rank gate at the seaport, which the Hunter Guild plans to raid. As Jin-Woo watches, painful memories surface. 4 years ago, his mother fell into a mysterious condition known as eternal sleep, a disease that emerged alongside the gates, affecting only a small fraction of the population. Modern medicine has no cure, only life-sustaining treatment. At the time, Jin-Woo was working as a construction laborer under a ruthless boss. Then he began showing unusual symptoms. He had awakened as a hunter. Overjoyed, he rushed home to tell his sister, believing he could finally earn enough to pay for their mother's medical bills, no matter how dangerous the job. But his first raid was a nightmare. His team treated him like a burden, kicked him out, and refused to share any rewards. Reflecting on those painful memories, Jin-Woo resolves to train even harder. Determined, he arrives at the station where the teleportation key can be used. He tells himself he can always run if things get dangerous. He inserts the key into a lock that appears before him. The moment he steps inside, the door locks behind him. His only exit is sealed. Now he has no choice: defeat the dungeon boss. Unlike normal gates, this dungeon exists in a separate dimension, invisible and undetectable to the outside world. The eerie, ancient atmosphere puts him on edge. Suddenly, 3 goblins appear. Jin-Woo recalls barely surviving against a single goblin before. He knows he's in trouble. Despite dodging and defending, he's quickly overwhelmed and knocked to the ground. But desperation fuels him. He lunges at one goblin, stabbing it through the stomach. 1 down. Using sheer will, he takes out the remaining 2. Just as a sense of accomplishment sets in, a new threat emerges: a red-furred wolf with incredible speed. Within seconds, it shatters his weapon. A steel-fanged wolf. Paralyzed by fear, Jin-Woo finds himself unable to move. The trauma from his previous dungeon encounter surges back. The wolf lunges, leaving a deep scratch across his face. He has no healer, no backup. He makes a promise: never let himself get hurt like this again. The beast charges straight at him. And just before impact, the episode ends. That concludes the recap of episode 3 of Solo Leveling. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more content. Hoopssaga loves all of you. Hooray!